So I know this is a fitness channel and stuff like that, but I usually love to do blogging and so all that stuff that I like to do. I've been away for a couple long time. A lot of shit has happened. But here's the thing. I'm gonna start uploading more frequently. Um, I literally quit my 8 to 5 job to do this full time, everything full time. Pretty much, I'm gonna take you to the process of what I'm doing, what I'm gonna be working on, and how I'm gonna make that income come to my pocket. So I literally was not happy about my other job. I've been, different jobs. I worked in the company for almost 8 years. Swapped to another job. Didn't like it. The way they run it was just, it's just a whole thing, right? So I decided to quit the job. And the only reason I quit my job was because I do have some leverage where if, like people say, shit hit the fan, we can, fall back on other things that you can have as a backup. But yeah, one of the things is that I'm working on right now is real estate. All right, so let me explain it more simple, right? Let's say 5 years ago you bought the house for 200 grand, right? Just simple math. And then now the house value went crazy, the house market basically, and the home value that you once were like 200 grand went all the way up to 400 grand, right? Right now, sitting on it. If you want to sell the house, you will be selling at 400 grand. All right. Between those two numbers, right here, we have 200 grand, what we call home equity, right? Basically, if you sell the house and you own to the back 200 grand, and you have the house value is 400 grand, and you pay the bank whatever you own, like 200 grand, whatever, you're gonna walk away with 200 grand. Hypothetically speaking, but after the fees and stuff, you probably walk away with 150, right? All the fees and all that crap you gotta pay. So you'll be walking away with 150 grand, and which you can use for whatever you want. Like you can go pay whatever you gotta buy in the house, loans, whatever the hell you want, right? What most people do is what they call this is a home equity. Which means they'll call the bank and say, hey, I don't want to sell the house, but I want to take out some home equity, which means you want to use the money that the gap between those two, the loan that you own and how much the house value, we call it home equity. That means you can use that money, not all of it, but because most banks will only lend you like 80% or like max 75%, they will never give you 100% of how much equity you have in the house. So let's say they give you like 80 grand to work with it, and you can go and use this money to reinvest in other properties and still have this one, they still have this house and, rent it out, make some income and stuff. So basically that's what my whole process is going through. And if you want to go, if you want me to explain more about this, I can make a whole video about this whole thing. But yeah, pretty much it's kind of like, fast, easy kind of understanding.
47 over 47 debt to income ratio. So I already have a better rate for you. Let's not stress about that.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
But right, it's through the deal in house. My own bank. Right, I'm going to lend you the funds ourselves. Make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get that point.
So it's much different. Once again, a Long Islander for Long Islander. The deal you're getting is not a good deal.
Yes. I mean, let's be clear about that. Yeah, I mean, if it's that way, yeah.
Just if you have an opportunity to refinance, right? Mm-hmm. Take some cash out, pay up all of your debt. Now you're gonna have a better credit score, okay, to buy the rental properties with, right? And another properties with, okay. Your debt to income ratio is gonna be lower, okay, and you're gonna qualify for way more programs. Make sense?
Yeah.
So this is a good step. But once again, if this is your primary, which obviously it is now, because you don't own any other properties yet, right? Mm-hmm. Best part is to do it because the rates are so much lower. And when your credit score, you got to get it up, brother. That's it.
Yeah.
We're going to work together as a team. So right now, let's close on this loan. I got to close you in 2 weeks, fast, right? Done and done. Okay.